Swamp music free.
You like how
fucking pebble.
you like how smooth that was? Y'all see that entrance? Y'all like how smooth that was?
Super hot beats. And we still pumping that swamp.
Take your piss in that bottle, throw that bitch at your papa. Smoke flying off the chopper, and it's choking your mama. She can't breathe with this funk, what I conceive in the trunk. They disbelieve in the sun, bitch best believe I'm the one. I got that pump in the back with the box bodies. Creep water till I'm walking wildly. I'm a businessman, I don't keep it political. Fuck the world and I'm not sorry. The priest was thinking I'm Illuminati, cause Eminem is a close kin. Your mind as well because I give them head for that white bread, put the toast in. Not simply a rapper, but I snap like a crispy cracker when I peel the pages at the book and hook it. That's a life story, no empty chapters. Pull up on them in the 59, shining like a trailer park king. Let the boots take a walk. Alligator, how I lit the pile of what I made into the theta, chopping like me should have been a law. Money piling up, I ain't got shit to do. We hit the barn, settled up a $20 tab. I left for being drunk and walking up the back without a rider. Even being smart enough to get an Uber, go to Hooters, take a double shooter, stumble out of Hooters, hit the alleyway and paddle my way over to the studio. I'm traveling a mover, head rattling, and I'm in touch with the newer God on another level, bitch. Better grab a ruler, quarterback of anything slow, man. I'm throwing bullets, could have been a stylist. You admire this bullet, wanna get you vibing, take a violent bullet, walk a country miling, take a ride in my units for the 808s of one of the bitches, the Chevy for the Betty's getting ready, throw it confetti, hitting the pot of heavy arm. Catfish deep, getting heady, alien shit from a ship city. And it's a walk in the park when I'm talking the talk like walking the dog. No leash for the beast, no caution at all. Be alert if the dog starts barking at y'all. Cause I'm a marvelous shit starter, a popular kid causing the market to flip part of a profit and rock and roll. We suck at this big pocket to create a profit and go we make it to make a dollar.
How you doing? Say that. Yo. Yeah, I don't know. I had to crank it up. You know, I got a gasoline router and a kerosene modem, and I was out of both.
I know. I'll have it as soon as I earn the money to buy it. That's a long time away.
I got to bundle up so I can stay warm.
I ain't been that boy since I was smoking banana peels. Back in Alabama with the ball pin, hammer knocking hubcaps off the rear, stealing bow ties off the grill. Mama said no carbonated soda for you, go to bed, but I never listened to it. A 2-liter bong with a 10-4 bowl for the cheap hydro was illegal, I'm sure, but I learned from watching the neighbors. Yeah, watching the neighbors. Got me your Jordache jeans, feeling real hot, hanging from my pocket a pager. Yeah, buddy boy, I'm clean. Cubic zirconium rocks in my earrings. Give me that stone on a mobile phone, and I carry that gym like me and Irene. I'm getting totally stoked, sipping creek water with me and my folks. I'm getting totally throwed. My pockets waddling around, kicking my dukes in the road. And I can't keep up with this bullshit they calling dope, but I'm married to her. I can't leave this bitch neat.
Hey, we got
I cannot turn down even though she's a liar, a thief, and a cheater. I need
get him in the mood, as they say.
Long hair ain't gonna cover up that redneck. Oh!
Catfish Billy, the motherfucker Billy in the house. Billy and I'm really in the house. Really like I'm really on the couch, chopping up dope. Boy, I ain't never seen a drop. You ain't never seen a Catfish Billy. There'll never be another from the south. Never be a mother with the style to make another me knock now. The king of Alabama, they ain't never been a doubt. Just bow seen a drought, you ain't never seen a catfish Billy. There'll never be another from the south, never be a mother with the style to make another me, not now. The king of Alabama, there ain't never been a doubt, just bounce. Still got that bottom beating like gorillas, shaking my trunk like a killer. You ain't fucking with some American style. Bitch, go to sleep, grab a pillow. Go to sleep with your stinking ass. I ain't got time, I ain't taking trash. Out to the bin, take you up with my pen, and then I take a bottle and break the glass. Ooh, I done built me a fortress, and I didn't have to beg plea to force it. Got enough forces to sit on my porch and not move, and still be in orbit. An ancient alien, Homo sapien, making rappers like beats or orchid. Turn water to wine, $1 at a time. Drink it up, it's fine, there's no need to cork it. Gorgeous, give me those, cause I remember me and mama fucking penny roll. And if you wouldn't with me when the shit hit the fan, you cannot get a penny, you ain't getting any, bro. Gotta pay the taxes when the word is out and the kerosene can is filled up to the brim. Don't look at him, go get the matches. Lace up and then take a hike. I'm making shit that is major like. I'm pulling up on them big wheels. You couldn't pedal a baby bike. I do not hang at the same club in the same town every damn night. I am not making hip-hop for the hip-hop award show or the gram lights, cause I catfish Billy. The motherfucker Billy in the house. Billy and I'm really in the house. Really like I'm really on the couch, chopping up dope. Boy, I ain't never seen a drop. You ain't never seen a catfish Billy. There'll never be another from the south. Never be a mother with the style to make another me, not now. The king of Alabama, there ain't never been a doubt. Just bounce, I ain't catfish Billy. The motherfucker Billy in the house. Billy and I'm really in the house. Really like I'm really on the couch, chopping up dope. Boy, I ain't never seen a drop. You ain't never seen a catfish Billy. There'll never be another from the south. Never be a mother with the style to make another me, not now. The king of Alabama, there ain't never been a doubt. Just bounce.
Clap. No, man, I've got a 3D printed modem that runs on a pull start, and it's got to be primed up. And sometimes you'll have to prime it twice in the winter. So that's what I was doing. Got one more.
Shot for the stars and they didn't shoot back. It's a day that the code got cracked. Oh, I shot for the stars, next one rack. No star ever would pop back, and that's facts, motherfucker truck.
Legacy liver, a name to be remembered. Double barrel, holy sinner. Artist with the fire, no timber. Artist with the fire, like I'm sipping plain dinner. Artist with the fire, magic wand, I'm a word wizard. It's plain to see that I'm okay with some turbulence. Red dot, red flashed up, I'm all inside an ambulance. Drive it in the river, make them think they's getting bandages. River rat, run them out, wave as the damages. I'm looking in the mirror, still I see no damages. Look at these dudes, they don't even know what damage is. Church motherfucker, make
That's my bad.
You tell me where the chapel is. Adam, look at
That was my bad right there.
on the apple. Jeez, Jesus freaks till they baptized for 30 minutes. Then they transcend to the gate that's like they take it in it. Their career never started, so they say it can't be ended. Then they continue pretending cause they all bitches.
You ain't this and never gonna be. Down south, baby, only sipping strong tea. And I done made a throne of gold. And they just sold news. I'm still running this in no boots. Maker of only the bold moves. People still bumping my old tunes. Records infinity, shiny and spinning. If I quit, it'll be documented inside of a lavish and ballroom. Famous last words. Fuck all you. I was thinking about listing all of y'all's names and hitting the Heil Hitler and cashing you out flames. I was writing the list and adding the numbers the same, and the math wasn't matching. You ain't Marshall Mathers, you blame. They getting rid of themselves, cause they don't know when to stop. Asking them my MC and no wrist mask, a cop. I'm cheat, I'm counting motherfucker, country shit on every drop. You ain't street smart, if you was, you could identify the opposite. Get your high school picture, yellow polo ain't pop. Alabama shell necklace and some white boy shocks. I had Goodwill shoes, too big with 3 socks. I grew up on David Allen, you fake used to listen to Tupac. Motherfucker, I'm really that motherfucker, you motherfucker. You couldn't even be that motherfucker if you fuck my mother, you motherfucker. And you suffering, sucking ass, probably sucking for cash and suck gas. So catalog not even good enough trash to wipe my cracker ass, you fucking fag. You ain't doing rap, you doing standing in the biggest shadow.
The biggest shadow.
Record ain't platinum or gold, they going plastic. Not even enough sales to be a regular vinyl. As homie copy my track rhythm, the song title is vinyl. I'm never being controlled on my outlaw shit. Music history highlight my whole life, bitch.
You
That's
ain't
her
this
sister.
and never gonna be. Down south, baby, only sipping strong tea. And I done made a throne of gold.
Twin sister through marriage.
I'm still running this in no boots. Maker of only the bold moves. People still bumping my old tunes. Records infinity, shiny and spinning. If I quit, it'll be documented inside of a lavish and ballroom. Famous last words. Fuck all you. And I think the devil wears a size 12 shoe. I think the devil wears a size 12 shoe. Well, my halo was size 12 too. And the devil wears a size 12 shoe. Thanks for the penny loafers, motherfucker. Church! Motherfucker! Galati on the beat, motherfucker! Ha! No, I ain't fucking with you.
Third string.
That was old ass the fucking moose lodge. I'm doing man.
She's third string, by the way.
I just doing rapping just so everyone can see. Chillin' with Kalani on the beat of Tennessee. I'm just doing rapping just so everyone can see. Chillin' with Kalani on the beat in Tennessee, motherfucker. 615, motherfucker. Shit ain't never gonna change. Fuck these people. I don't give a shit. I'm just a Cheatham County, Middle Tennessee motherfucker. That's all you getting.
Targeted advertising. Yo, what up? Good evening. I think I might keep that right there off. It even looks cold in here, don't it? Look at there. It even looks cold in here. That's because it is. What's up? I kind of debated. I set it up and then kind of almost backed out. And there was 143 people waiting. And I said, man, I can't back out of it now. I'd already paid for those bots, and looks like that hour's already ran out. So it's just back to us now. And I'm probably got a couple with the binoculars out. Hope y'all are all having a lovely evening. I'm mooning you, by the way. If you're looking at me through the bushes, I'm mooning you. And I ain't gonna say what else I'm doing, but I do want you to know, if you're looking at me in the bushes down the street, if you climbed up in your little tree and you're watching through your cheap ass bushes, I want you to know I'm mooning you. I heard y'all still ain't thawed out up there. You got, what'd you say? You got 3 more feet of snow? Something ridiculous. I exaggerated that right there a little bit, but I know it was a bunch. What we doing? Let's see what we got going on YouTube. On the YouTubes. See if I can find this video that was recommended to me earlier today. It was Ocala News. I know I've watched some of their videos before. It was something about the Kentucky Holler. Let me see if I can't find it. I just got in, Miss Vicky. And I'll be honest with you, Granny, she had to go to the emergency room because she lost a lot of body temperature. Because when I left, I took the heated blanket with me down there. And people are going to say, it wasn't as cold down there in Alabama. Why'd you take your granny's electric blanket? Just in case it did get cold. Put that up there. That's most of us here that are here tonight, ain't it? Most of us. Let me see here. Roca News. There it is. What did I say earlier? Oh,
both their lives and their legacy.
y'all know the cold weather slows me down. I'm already slow, and the cold weather slows me down even further, all right? Cut me some slack. Give me a break.
This is that story.
This little part here has just been forgotten.
That's like me with this tick disease. Can't have a bite of red meat at all. Anaphylactic shock. It's almost a death sentence.
This holler we are going to is allegedly home to the ghost of Mr. Shipley, a New Yorker who came here and set up a sawmill a century ago. When he died, no one knew how to return his body, so he was never buried. We are told that his ghost still wanders the mountains.
If you're just joining us, we're waiting for our co-host. Chop's supposed to join us. He's supposed to join us and do co-hosting, ain't he? He been begging to come over here and hang out with me while on the live stream, so I finally said yeah. So he's supposed to have been here by now, though. He probably done fell asleep. Thought that I was trolling him or something.
Cashier before pumping gas. This gas pump looks like it is out of a different era.
I sent it to you, Chop, that link, man.
In the middle of the
you're watching.
Forest. They have slot machines in the back.
If you're watching.
Indian shopkeeper at the gas station.
They're not even using cars here today.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
Kenny, have you got over that gallbladder being gone yet? Said he was. Yeah, I should probably keep this between us, but you said something about maybe going to see a psychic to help you with that. Have you done that, or are you still thinking about it? No, I can't. Before y'all's damn premium.
All right, that'd be terrific. Thank you, sir.
I'll slow down. I'll give you directions.
Premium or eat.
All right, so I told this man. He said we're looking for Saul. He said this is Saul. That's the town we're going to. And they said
it was just right below her knees, so she's going to have at least some of her leg left. And I say leg because it may not be both legs. So if y'all would send some money to her Cash App, that might help her. Her Cash App, send it to hers for her. Put it on there for your freezer burn. Hope you don't lose both your legs.
Who are you looking for? He said Joe Smith. He said
Raising awareness.
We don't even know what to expect. I mean, we had no idea. This is a remote place. We've been all over the country. I don't think we've ever been somewhere like this.
Joe.
The old man took sick and with typhoid fever, and he told them, he said, when you guys log the rest of this area out, take me back home when you're done.
There are people out here who, some of them think that his ghost is here, and there's a lady.
My aunt, they lived in the old house I was telling you about. She always said that she even talked to him, that his ghost was still around. I mean, I can take you and show you the old tomb if you're interested in that.
That'd be great. Is that possible?
Yeah.
How far away?
Well, we'll drive up the holler. I'll get Buddy to go with us. That's him. Just walk. Hey, Buddy, wait up.
This is by the way, big fan. Roca News. Anything Appalachia related, even if it sounds like Appalachia. Albuquerque. I watched anything on Albuquerque.
Go with us. Let's first to the tomb and let's show him the tomb.
With 3 generations of Smith, we headed up into the woods.
he had a little office back. I don't know if he lives right here or not. I don't remember the ones that I could have told you all about it. All of them's dead and gone. But that's his old safe right there. Yeah, the tomb is back up in here. It'll take us a few minutes to find it, but it's back up in there. So
back up in there. Y'all put a 1 in chat if you know where back up in there is. Think so, Sarah Lee. You're a country cousin related to Little Debbie. Big fan of Little Debbie. The snack cakes. I don't want anybody getting any ideas. She makes the best cakes. She does. Dang, the Who family. Yes. Was whipping through the good and bad. Never said a word. I'm guessing you talking about your gallbladder? Oh man, that's money right there.
Well, that boy that had that car, he wrecked it and got killed. Really?
Damn.
His brother and buddy.
Way to kind of kill the mood there. No pun intended. Let me see here. Visual effects. No thanks.
Now, we absolutely love making videos like these because it helps us advance our mission of capturing the world without bias or fear. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe. We really appreciate the support. And also, if you want more, check out the link below for our Substack, where you can find director's cuts of all our videos featuring interviews with us, sharing our thoughts and scenes that didn't make it in.
Now, word me there for a second. I thought y'all just made a 4-minute video like something I would do.
You see him a lot? Oh. How about Copperhead?
I've killed 30.
If you'll remind me after the towards the end of the live stream, we'll do a moment of silence.
This is a logging road. Oh,
that's the tomb.
That's the tomb right there. That's the tomb. Wow. It fell in where? Yeah, I can't believe it.
Not that you know of.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe.
Thought that was more targeted advertising for a second.
So the bones have all been taken away by animals.
Oh yeah, rats and squirrels and stuff.
And things. Just returned back to Mother Nature.
So when they said they saw the ghost.
Oh, Hologram got jokes. I got you. I was way behind. I was
down there.
Straight up here.
For about the past 20 minutes. I've been trying to figure out how to lower that, make that font smaller. And I know nobody tried to tell me I know how to do it.
She said she used to talk to him all the time. I don't think there's a lot believed her, but she always said that.
In this part of the country and Appalachian culture.
Welcome, Sarah Lee. Normally we do we've got a song that we sing when we get new viewers in here, but we don't do it on Sunday or after 11 p.m. So if you want to, you can change your name and come back. You're welcome to stay. Just say, next time you come in, maybe change your name to Sarah Lee 81, and we'll sing the song. I got some of them things with beans in them around here somewhere.
Sure. Are ghosts? Do people believe in ghosts?
There's such things as spirits, but they're not.
I would think.
I forgot what we were doing one for.
They're not so much as what people think they are, and they're not evil spirits or nothing like that. My dad fell off the building, got hurt real bad. Skull right through there.
Probably on a couple.
Nose just about off. And my brother, I bowled him up. My brother took him to the hospital, and me and the wife sitting there in the living room just waiting on a phone call, to find out about him. And my daughter come running into the living room. She said, "Dad."
There was a couple guys that would get in deep trouble if they had a Little Debbie listed in the phone.
your papa's gonna be okay. I said, how do you know? He said, Grandma Alfie told me so. Well, my Grandma Alfie died, what, 2003?
What up?
Never met her. People get away from the belief, but that's what's wrong with this country is nobody fears God, nobody believes in God no more.
Tell them.
And without him, his creations, there's nothing will exist. They want to go and rob graves, bust headstones up, and the methamphetamine deal and all that. If they all feared God, they wouldn't be doing that stuff. Because there is a heaven and there is a hell.
I know there was something about a ghost in here. Somebody that died and they didn't bury him. I should probably pay more attention to the video.
There's a lot of people won't go to hell.
You know, I can't do two things at once. I know that.
It'll be astronomical to think about how many people that you can think of that'll burn for eternity. Our country needs to get back where it used to be. You take back in the 1700s and things, everybody believed in God then. And there's a lot of trust there. Now you can't even trust your neighbors. It's just like this old grave here. You know, once you're gone from this earth, the body will leave. And it's going one of two places.
In this forest, Mr. Smith told us how when he was a kid, the government dammed this area to create a lake. The damming turned the road into a dead end, isolating the holler. The isolation has led people to die and others to move away.
When they built the lake down here, the Buckhorn Lake, we used to have a road. They told me, you know, it went down and you had to cross the river and the vehicles. And when they built the lake, it blocked this area off. There weren't no way in and out. That lake run a lot of people off. My grandma and them lived down in there, and when they built the lake, ended up cutting them off, so they had to move out. And I heard her talking one time. She said what they give her to move out with was $65. And we've tried for years to get a road around the lake and keep us in Perry County because it had.
And they could have given them $1 million in real-time money, which was probably, I don't know, 140,000 back then. But that, I mean, that's a lot of that land was in people's families for generations, right? I mean, they connected to the land. It's in you. I could have described it another way, but you know what I mean.
Help getting ambulance service and stuff here to us in case of an emergency.
So what do you do here if someone say has a heart attack or something?
You have to load them in your vehicle and get them to the doctor any way you can get there. This little part here has just been forgotten.
For decades, Mr. Smith has been trying to get a road put in, which could be the difference.
I had a roach hiding in my headphones.
Between life or death, including for his son, Buddy.
Can't have a bite of red meat at all.
Oh, man, I missed Chop. He was back there. Come back, man. I didn't see you. Come back.
Like beef.
That's my bad. I didn't see you back there.
Anaphylactic shock.
Really?
It's almost this.
Is that from Lyme disease?
No.
Or is it different?
Alpha gal. I thought it was a curse to start with. And can't eat no red meats. I've always deer hunted since, well, I was old enough to deer hunt. We killed our own hogs, chickens, things like that. Now I can't even have none of it.
You mentioned meth before. Has that really just decimated these areas?
Oh, yes. Oh, it's really not hurt the economy wise. It's just the younger generation. They don't care for nothing. They want to steal and do whatever they need to do to get their feet on that. More ticks.
Ooh.
Damn, brother, burned it right there on his skin, didn't he?
It's another thing we noticed before. It seems like,
and when it got hot, he just said, "Ooh."
Ooh.
That's a different kind of tough, man. To get burned, to burn yourself, keep the flame on for another 2 seconds, and then hit it with the oof.
Little things.
It's another thing we noticed before. It seems like a lot like tradition. You know, Appalachia's always had so many unique traditions.
Yeah, and they're leaving. They're not here no more. The ones that know all about it
Post your
is
recipe.
now dead and gone. Left the younger ones to tell, and then Buddy's under me, you know, and now Haley's in under him, and all they'll ever know is what we tell them.
We noticed driving in, it's unusual. You see so many cemeteries for very few houses.
Yeah.
It's so, which I guess implies there used to be a lot more people.
When I was a young fella, well, 6-year-old.
Get tax expertise. Switch to a TurboTax.
It's
Y'all could
hard.
have told me damn, y'all could have told me the damn volume was so low. Oh man, this is why I don't go live in the cold. I ain't got my assistant here, my damn writers, my listeners. And I flooded my heater, so I ain't even got it cranked up yet.
Even imagine how many houses that I know was
Sound
there
warning.
that's gone now. Nobody. And over the years, hits.
You don't see kids unless it's in a video. At the World Championship, you don't see kids playing with Rubik's Cube. It was called Rubik's Cube, and then they made it more gender neutral. So they went with Rubik's.
Just going down.
He's a German guy out of Norway.
Downhill, we've lost so many people. They keep saying, well, why ain't there more people here? Well, the reason for it, they're dead and gone. And it's sad. I mean, there's houses up and down the blacktop here that's still standing. The families are all dead and gone. And I tell all these kids when we're traveling in the vehicle and stuff, I'll say, well, is that a tick, Haley? I believe it is.
Yeah.
I ain't got no lighter. You got a lighter, buddy, burn that.
We should do a tick check.
Yeah. But anyway,
See which kind it is. I don't know. See it? That's not the Lone Star tick.
It ain't.
Is that a good or bad tick?
That's a good tick.
That's a good tick.
Yeah.
They don't carry that disease. It's just the
But
Texas
yeah,
Lone Star tick.
What are some of the other traditions? Stuff when you were a kid? Like we heard someone tell us the other day they used to make groundhog oil.
Well, they used to, my mom and dad, we eat groundhogs all the time when I was growing up. That was a big meal for us to have a groundhog. And they always rendered out the grease out of them. And they kept that. And if you got a cold or something in your chest, it always give you some of that groundhog grease. And that was some bad.
Are these they probably don't really they don't probably don't believe in no spray up there, do they? Any tick spray? Hell with them ticks. Yeah, he's gonna let some stranger burn it was in his hand. Burn that tick that's in my hand right there. Here, I'll hold it up so you can burn the shit out of it.
I don't know which was the worst, taking it or keeping the flu. But yeah, and squirrel hunting, fishing, stuff like
way
that.
better if you could
I
see
mean, that was a big thing.
Old
here.
y'all should have left it up there.
But it's just a shame that we've lost all that we've lost. Now we've lost a lot of history. Like my mom, she could have told you these old cemeteries where the rocks is up there. She could have told you who was in this grave, who they was from, you know, and the date they died. I mean, they could remember all that stuff. But we didn't have enough sense to write it down. And now all that history's gone.
A lot of that
Well, they didn't have this is him saying that reminds me of my grandmother, and they didn't have, I mean, there wasn't anything to do. So you kept up with people who died and people who were born. Like going to the funeral home, even if you only knew somebody that they used to know. Oh, I think I know that guy, and I believe he used to know that guy that died. And they would go to my grandma. Well, I think there was just a lot of people back then that would just go to the funeral home, even if you just think you knew them, because there wasn't nothing to do. So that's what they did.
He was asking you though, has got to do with the raisings. The children that's being raised.
I think he got mad because I didn't see him down there.
If you bring a child up to fear you, he'll fear you. But if you bring a child up to know, to work, and to help others, which ties right back into the Bible, that's what we should do as a human or a Christian at that, is to help one another. And if you bring that child up into believing that child's going to help.
So people get raised worse and worse, and then more and more problems.
They just got away from the Bible. They got away from God's word and things. And
what you take from here, you would have to drive almost an hour or 1 hour to get to where there's any work whatsoever, and that has destroyed a lot of kids. So there's just so many of the older ones that kept the younger ones in line.
Anything.
Dead and gone.
Oh, yeah.
Line dance, anything.
Is that big enough to do anything?
Yeah. Plenty big enough to give you that disease.
This was my aunt and uncle's place that they was here, and this was their own home place in here.
It's that's true, man. That's my granddaddy died when my father was 5, trot lining, and losing your daddy at any age is tough, but losing it young is always gonna. I mean, because kids need their dad, right? And he talked about. Well, I say he talked about it. He's talked about it was almost like just like reliving trauma every time that they'd go to the funeral home, and I believe that's where she did meet her. It was either there or church that she met her second husband. That's Valentine's Day. Scam day right there, man. Don't get scammed. Don't get scammed. Whenever I'd be in a relationship, I'd say, oh, they're doing this new every year I pulled this. Oh, they're doing this new thing where it's trendy. It's socially acceptable to not buy your significant other, or, if you don't even want to put that that title on there, you put it, you side piece, your third string, whatever. They're doing this thing this year where you don't, to remember the kids that are starving in Yugoslavia. They're saying don't buy Valentine's gifts. Worked every year. Right? I even wrote up a little fake article a couple years. Shout out to Yugoslavia.
I think you'll do. Will you go to college?
Yeah, I'm going to college.
She goes to a Baptist school.
How far?
Oneida Baptist Institute.
How far away is that from here?
I want to say 5 miles. I've been going there since I was 5.
We would later learn that NVIDIA founder Jensen Huang funds the school, which he attended by accident when his parents, Taiwanese immigrants, mistakenly sent him there.
In 1973, with all their savings, they sent my older brother and me to America. We didn't go to New York City, but Oneida, Kentucky. OBI was the only international boarding school my parents could barely afford, but it was our door to America. And here, we realized our father's dream. I loved my time at Oneida. OBI was the first big break of my life.
A lot of kids here, they struggle to do well in school, or they don't think about going to college. Why do you think you're different?
Due to my parents raising me the way they have, they've always taught me to never give up on school, because school's like a job to you. You've always got to work hard to keep up your grades and stuff. And I just appreciate my mom and dad for that. Math is not one of my favorite subjects, but I like history more because it helps me learn about family members I have down the line, I'm related to Daniel Boone on my papa's side.
They
Come
had a
on,
400
man. That girl's so cool. That little girl's so smart. It really depends on your content. Depends on the content you make. I think housing and real estate stuff like that pays the best. It may be political stuff, but it really depends on what kind of content you do. And it vary throughout the year.
100-pound bear come in here the other day. They was getting to their honey and they had to kill it.
From New York.
Who killed that? He did. He did, right? Your dad?
No,
You did.
he did.
Yeah.
I had to Brandon up
Nope, wrong way.
to the
You just can't go with it. You gotta try.
It got into. That's its claws. That's how long its claws were.
I agree, man.
A retired game warden that come over here, he give me some rubber slugs for shotgun. It doesn't even phase that thing. It's about 50-some yards.
You know, if they want a Valentine's Day gift, what are you in it for? It makes me question what you're in it for. If you're wanting a Valentine's Day gift, you don't believe that I love you. It's a scam. They got a scam every month. St. Patrick's Day. Then it's then we got, of course, April Fools. That's a scam day. We need 2 Mother's Days. I'd say 1.5 Father's Day. I do 1 day, Veterans Day a month. Veterans discount is minimum 50%. But yeah, regardless of outside of those right there, it's a scam every month. Thanksgiving, scam to sell turkeys. When else you buying a turkey? You're not. You're not buying a turkey throughout the rest of the year.
He just walked off.
It was like
it
from
weren't
here
nothing.
where I'm
You don't even like eating turkey on Thanksgiving now. You're there for the cranberry sauce. Homemade cranberry sauce with vodka in it.
The source of food.
Local source.
They were in my honeybees.
Yep.
I shot it with the 223 and got it down, and then my son finished it off with the 30-06.
After he got up and charged at Safety.
No, it didn't get up and charge.
He said that.
He just got trigger happy, I think.
What's your favorite thing about being a kid around here?
Getting to run around and
You don't see kids in the back of trucks anymore. You used to always see kids in the back of trucks. That was probably a good thing, though, man. All these knuckleheads out here texting while they're driving. And let me say this, too, because it really chaps my ass when somebody's doing 75 in the fast lane. And I ain't going to mention any ethnicities. But then people from you know what? I ain't even going to say nothing. They know who they are.
Becoming a community baby, basically.
Ethnicities.
I'm about the oldest one right here in this area right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already been claimed
Don't
as
buy
the
nothing.
church baby and the community baby. Because I'm always right there.
See you,
in
Sarah.
Hill.
My bad. I
You
shouldn't have
say
gone on that
that
rant, huh?
You want to stay in Kentucky, probably. Why's that?
My whole family's grown up here, and I would love to stay here because of the scenery
She
you
was probably waiting for Chop to get here.
see. And a lot of the times I like nature, so I would love to stay here when I grow up to learn more about nature here and about the animals here and our history here. As you can see, there's moss on the roads.
In this neighborhood, is this all family?
And that was their audio, and I actually kind of liked that they left the whipping in the microphone that destroyed my ears, but I kind of like them leaving it in there. Valentine's Day is just a money grab. That's right. That's exactly right. Mud. Alex Morris, if I had 2 more inches of pecker, is a good one. Yep. and honey buns. It's probably out there shoveling snow. We grew up right in the Pawpaw's back of the truck. Yep. Too many logs now. I actually can't hear it all now. Yeah, you kind of cheat with a camper shell, I think. That's a bad joke. Shout out to camper shells.
That lives around here?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, this property that I stand on here was deeded to my great-grandfather in 1840. I've seen sled roads, wagon roads turn into good old gravel roads.
What do you think about all that, all change and stuff?
It was deeded to my great-grandfather in 1840. I've seen sled roads, wagon roads turn into good old gravel roads.
What do you think about all that, all change and stuff?
It's all worked out good for the government. They own most of it now.
I'm curious to hear your answer and also your answer. What do you think it's going to be like here in 30 years?
30 years. Come back and I'll let you know.
How much Appalachian culture do you think will be left in 30 years?
14%.
14%. 14% of what it is now.
Yeah. And I don't think it'd be like family here anymore. I feel like they'll be arguing and fighting more than they do now. That'd be 41 in 30 years.
So this list here that you're compiling of it's all the people who
protect that girl at all costs. That right there, she is gold. She is so kind and sweet and respectful and just brutally honest.
Who've died here
on this cemetery.
And matter of fact, I could go on, but I'll stop.
We own a cemetery, all of us do in this community. We own cemetery back on the mountain there.
So it goes all and it goes all the way back to the 1920s.
Oh, it goes further back.
It goes back to the 1800s.
But what we done, we started finding, Don did online, and what he already knew was about who was buried up there and where the graves was and who it was. So I made some little concrete forms and I poured cement, and then I would carve the name in them when it got ripe enough that you could carve and not mess the stone. And there's about 9 graves on that little cemetery. And within the next, I'd say another 10 years, you won't even know there's a cemetery there because there's trees growed up big trees growed up in the graves and stuff. I've got 2 grandpas and grandmas that's buried back there, and some uncles and aunts that are buried in here that high. And the only way you get there is height to it, and it's a long height.
My question is, you obviously care a lot about the heritage and the history and preserving this.
Yes.
Why is it so important?
Well, I don't want to see it lost. I want, when my time comes, I've left enough that these younger ones, my bunch and others, that they'll be able to go up there and see what I had done and how much I thought of it, so they can keep it going, keep the cemetery and stuff up. I don't want to see everything lost. And it's the same way. But when Don passes away, we've lost history that we'll never gain back. And if you don't take it down now, it's gone forever. And they keep saying, well, the homecoming, ain't nothing like it used to be. It can't never be nothing like it used to be because there's nobody left.
In the end, we didn't find.
Take it down now. And it's the same way. But when Don passes away, we've lost history that we'll never gain back. And if you don't take it down now, it's gone forever. And they keep saying, well, the homecoming.
He's talking about taking it down. He's talking about writing it down, taking down history.
Coming,
I don't know
ain't nothing like it used to be. It can't never be nothing like it used to be because there's nobody left.
In the end, we didn't find any ghosts in the holler. What we found were 3 generations fighting hard to keep their traditions and heritage alive. No one knows what this area will be like in 30 years, but I do know this. If the Appalachian culture remains intact, it will be because of families like the Smiths. Thank you for watching this video. This is the end of our Kentucky series, but we have some amazing new content coming out, including from Mississippi, Florida, and elsewhere. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you enjoyed the video.
What he said something there.
I can take you and show you the old tomb. See down now, it's gone forever. Nothing like.
Find any ghosts in the holler footage alive. No one knows what this area will be like in 30 years, but I do know this footage alive. No one knows what this area will be like in 30 years, but I do know this. If the Appalachian culture remains intact, it will be because of families like the Smiths. Thank you for watching this.
I think a lot of ghost stories are just, that's something else that came of not having nothing to do, not having a phone to look at, not having a TV to stare at, not having a show to catch. Ghost stories. I mean, just bullshit. I know all of my, would have been my great uncles. They were all, that's just all they did was bullshit all the time inside New York's richest town. 100 Canadians about immigration. Inside Pakistan. No thanks. A child labor factory. Damn. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, you can't, that red eye gravy, come on. One of the recipes calls for a little bit of spit. Yeah, you're gonna, and they didn't have no microwaves. They didn't have no exact measurements either. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Then you're gonna want to hock a big old loogie in there and let it sit overnight. Yeah, put some of your uncle's ashes in there. If you want to make it real spicy, before they had pumpkin spice, they'd put a little bit of your cousin's ashes in there. That one cousin that died and everybody got a little bit of his ashes. That's something else they used to do. You don't see it a whole lot anymore. People probably thinking, what? They don't do that. They do. They used to do that. They used to do that right there. And you would, once a year, you put some in the recipe. In your holiday recipe. They don't do. That's why you don't see damn green bean casseroles anymore. Because most green bean casseroles call for a little bit of your cousin. At least your aunt with too many cats. Kamala Trump. I've watched this channel before. I don't see anything interesting. But I'm not a very interesting person, so it's not a knock on the channel. Hope they didn't see my search history.
My wife passed away right there.
They're shooting them, they're snorting them, they're selling them, and they're dying.
Dude, I know they didn't see my search history. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, dude. This is what I was looking at right before I got on here. And now they know. All these people know. was looking up these people and just happened to unbelievable. Now they know. So embarrassed.
What do people care about?
Their family more than anything. It's all about
Damn,
family.
I can't believe they say my search history where I'd search for stuff.
They live day to day, check to check.
Pills of currency here. You know, I didn't think I was hurting nobody because I didn't have no children, biological children of my own, but I was hurting my mother. You know, you make mistakes.
Enemies of progress, stuck in the past, hooked on coal. The media talks about Apple.
Let me go back and see one more time what I'd search for. Unbelievable. Gosh, man. It's going to ruin my reputation. Damn it, man.
Appalachians like a bunch of backwards.
Now they know I searched for
But is
them.
that true? To find out, I went to Hazard, the coal capital of Kentucky, in search of a coal miner. I wanted to hear that perspective. And when I finally found one, his perspective shattered my expectations. Hazard is deep in the Appalachian Mountains. Once a boomtown, its coal industry has imploded in the last 20 years, putting thousands out of work. Ironically, though, the first person I met wasn't a miner, but a politician, Republican State Senator Brandon Smith, who shared his thoughts on why coal collapsed.
Clinton left, and you saw what happened in the later years when Obama came in. Obama's lack of understanding for coal. He wanted to get it closed. He wanted to get coal shut down. We had 318 coal mines closed here in like 8 months.
How did he do that?
They did it through regulation and law. Understanding for coal. He wanted to get, you saw what happened in the later years when Obama came in. Obama's lack of understanding for coal. He wanted to get it closed. He wanted to get coal shut down. We had 318 coal mines closed here in like 8 months.
How did he do that?
They did it through
That's lobbying
regulation
right there.
and lawsuits. They were suing coal companies, and whether you are
That's them lobbyists.
guilty or not, you get sued, you still have to go. So they would take these coal companies to court and keep them tied up to where, honestly, it just sucked up all the profit. And a lot of coal companies just, went out of business.
Now, this is just one Republican perspective, and they're
a little bit of dry skin. I remember my grandma, my great aunt on my grandma's side, she had a recipe for vanilla muffins. And I remember she'd call out a recipe, and then my grandmother would help her cook, and she'd call it out. She'd say, I need a cup of dry skin. And my grandma would get over and start getting on that grater. She would grate off a couple layers of that dry skin. She always kept one elbow extra dry.
There is more to the story. The fracking boom made natural gas cheaper. Businesses wanted to cut their carbon emissions, and the export market for coal went down. Still, as Senator Smith.
What's her name? Shout out Weather Walker.
Said people weren't.
Winters in Kentucky, not so much.
Expecting coal to last forever.
Now, I'll tell you a big secret for us. Those of us in the coal fields that have been in the coal fields our whole life, we know that there's a limited amount of coal. But here's how we see it. Coal is a bridge to get America safely across the divide of having jobs and not being power poor at a time.
I got an eagle on fire. An eagle that's partially on fire. In a drag strip. Running a drag race against a cottonmouth. Got that Conor McGregor.
That's not safe around the world. But we know
Conor McGregory.
something better will come along. There'll be more sources for it. And we expect that, anticipate that, and welcome that, whether it's solar, wind, oil, gas, whatever it is. But so far, we've not gotten there.
After talking to the senator, I kept searching for the miner.
Or red-tailed hawk. Or was it a red shoulder hawk? They also have a red. You got a red. I think it's a red shoulder hawk. I didn't want to name it redneck hawk.
And as I pulled over speaking to people on the street, people kept telling me about the toll Cole's collapse had taken on Hazard.
I think
That's a good
I think this
question,
place has
man.
been left behind.
I've never thought of that, man. That's a great question. See, this is what we do this for, man. Nobody's ever even thought of that. If somebody's got extra dry skin, they've been making some vanilla muffins the way Grandma made them, and then their family wants to cremate them because they can't afford to bury them. She wanted to donate her body to science. She told me that one time. She said, "Don't spend money on a funeral. Just donate my body to science."
You know, like you go to a big city away from here, and they're like 10 years ahead of time, and we're kind of not. We don't got everything that these other towns has got yet, but it is gradually growing, and it's growing for.
And I see somebody already said something about it in chat, so yeah, I'll admit to it. Yeah, I did try to donate Granny's body to science before she died today. She didn't. Of course, she's just losing her legs. That sounded awful, but before I thought she was going to pass, right? And so I was in there. You know, they give you a little money if you donate your body to science, and I signed her up for it. And then turns out they're going to at least try to save one of her legs above the knee. That's breaking news. We got an update. 3 missed calls. She's called 3 times, so we'll get back to her probably tomorrow sometime.
Good.
Yeah, it's all about family and Hazard. It's work, take care of kids, and mind your own business. That's how Hazard is.
I've heard mixed things. Some people say there is work. A lot
No,
of
they
people say
ain't
there's
much
not
work.
much.
No, they ain't
No,
much
legs
work.
are gone, man.
Fast food, you know.
What about coal?
At least one.
It used to be big in Kentucky. Now it's a forgotten thing. You don't.
Yeah, that's how everybody made their money was coal, but it's all gone. And a lot of people suffer because of it.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard around here. It really is. There's a lot of
Drugs.
homeless people that walk the streets.
Drugs is a bad issue in Hazard. Yeah.
What kind of drugs?
Just paint pills prescriptions. Now heroin's starting to be a bad thing.
What do you think for your kids? What do you hope for them in the future?
That they go to school, go to college, and make something. You know, to get out of this place. Yeah.
Our oldest is going to the Marines. She already enlisted.
Wow.
And it breaks my heart. It's a bad time. It's a bad time for her. Yep. You can say hi.
Is that her in there?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
You mind if I talk to her?
No, go ahead. She just signed it. You signed her
That's
paper.
me.
All right, you just signed your papers. You're going into the Marines.
Yes.
How old are you?
17.
So you can join at 17.
You can sign at 17, but you can only join after you graduate high school or get a GED.
Okay.
Yep.
Why'd you decide to go to the Marines?
Seemed like the best opportunity for me, you know. College is expensive, and I was going to join the military initially, but I seen the Marines. It caught my eye, and I never looked back.
Today, Hazard's poverty is endemic. The average household income is around 15.
I'm going to withhold comment on any of that right there. Respect to her for joining the Marines. Her mother said something about it is a bad time. I think it'd be a bad time to ever be enlisted. I mean, them boys make a lot of money by sending our citizens off to war, right? So it can happen at any time, as we've seen.
$1,000, and people have to hustle to survive.
Ain't no work around here for nothing.
What do people do here to get money?
Work as much best they can. The best they hustle.
Yeah, hustle really.
Hustle.
We've there's been so many bogus wars, and that's just so people can make money. That's the only reason those bogus wars happen.
I work for myself. I do a little bit of everything. I'll wash your dishes if it pays good enough. Cut weeds, trim trees, build, carpenter, anything.
McDonald's pays what, like $10 an hour now?
Some of the restaurants pay better.
But they don't give you 20, 25 hours a week, though. So it's just a struggle. They didn't live day to day, check to check.
Day to day.
Now, if you're enjoying this video, this is just the first in a series of videos about Appalachia. This is a region the media constantly stereotypes, lies about, and spins. We are here to tell the truth. If you support that mission, please subscribe.
But most of the jobs that ain't fast food or working in a retail store, there's just nothing else left. You know, all the theaters is gone but one. The skating rings are gone. So everything that it used to have is gone now.
For generations, politicians have come here and promised change. President Lyndon B. Johnson launched the war on poverty nearby, and in 1999, Hazard is where Bill Clinton began a tour of Left Behind America.
To give every single hardworking American family the chance to participate in the future we're trying to build for our country.
Clinton called on companies to invest in Hazard, yet as we continued our search for the miner, what we kept hearing was that in the last 20 years, it wasn't investment that arrived, but drugs.
Here, this is like the pill capital of the world. Pills are currency here, you know. I mean, just straight up, it always has been since it's like a currency.
Hazards County recently led the nation in overdose rate.
So pills are still a big thing now, or is it?
No, I don't think it's meth.
We got about a damn quarter pint of water in my left lung just now. I didn't almost die. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, I mean, it's took over. Meth didn't hit her for years. You know, it was over on the interstate. It's probably about the last 5 years. Really hit hard here. I mean, everywhere, all over.
This man, who I met on his porch, told me how substance abuse wrecked his life.
Methadone.
That's left. You know, all the theaters is gone but one. The skating rings are gone. So everything that it used to have is gone now.
For generations, politicians.
So everything that
That man got a secondhand church bus, don't he? I don't know what that is. Maybe public bus? Public transportation vehicle? Or some of his father-in-law's equipment?
But most of the jobs that ain't fast food or working in a retail store, there's just nothing else left. You know, all the theaters is gone but one. The skating rings are gone. So everything that it used to have is gone now.
For generations, politicians have come here and promised change. President Lyndon B. Johnson launched the war on poverty nearby, and in 1999, Hazard is where Bill Clinton began a tour of Left Behind America.
To give every single hardworking American family the chance to participate in the future we're trying to build for our country.
Clinton called on companies to invest in Hazard, yet as we continued our search for the miner, what we kept hearing was that in the last 20 years, it wasn't investment that arrived, but drugs.
Here, this is like the pill capital of the world. Pills are currency here, you know. I mean, just straight up, it always has been since it's like a currency.
Hazards County recently led the nation in overdose rate.
So pills are still a big thing now, or is it?
No, I don't think it's meth. Yeah, I mean, it's took over. Meth didn't hit her for years. You know, it was over on the interstate. It's probably about the last 5 years. Really hit hard here. I mean, everywhere, all over.
This man, who I met on his porch, told me how substance abuse wrecked his life.
Methadone and Xanax was my cocktails I liked.
Methadone.
Methadone and Xanax.
I know it's ravaged the hills, man. Those two in particular are versions and variations of those. Semi-synthetic, synthetic, full-blown synthetic, thinking about going synthetic. Long form, short form, extended form. Fill out this form. Shady, let's start. Mobile strip club. They had one in Huntsville for a while, man. And then they found out they didn't have insurance on it. I think they finally shut them down for a bad health score. They don't like you being in the 60s for more than 3 months down there. That ice cream man. Too damn expensive to be ice cream man now.
And speedball, they kill a lot of people, you know.
Ice cream and the gas. That gas actually. I don't know. I guess if you're doing it, now would be the time to do it. If you're going to do ice cream, man. I mean, not particularly right now, but right when the gas is lowest. Because I know that ice cream, they tax on that ice cream.
Now he says a new drug, Flocka, which is like bath
I
salt.
go in there and get a couple spoonfuls in the store and leave that bitch behind, man. They're paying you $8 for anything, Bluebell. Get real, man.
Is coming.
Take it home, eat about half of it, and take it back.
Around.
Well, that kid that I found had Flocka in the system, man.
Do it all the time.
It makes them
I did it
bold,
earlier
like,
today.
I mean, they'll bold. Their whole back will be, their head will be against the wall, and then their butt, but their back will be. It's crazy.
What do
man.
you call it?
Flocka, and I don't even know why anybody would want to be. I mean, it makes you.
I knew a girl in elementary school named Flocka.
Like your body contort to like
Native American.
And listen, when he was laying down, he was laying on the floor. This guy coming down, an addict coming up here, his jaws are ratchet. And he said, "Marion, call 911." He said, the boy's name was Dion. He won a state championship here. He played football with my nephews. You know, man, manners, polite. He worked for me years ago. And there was a guy sitting on his porch. I said, "Marion, is Dion okay?" He said, "Yeah, he's in there snoozing." I thought, well, I better look. I opened that door and he's laying on the floor. His body's this way, his lower unit's that way, and his head, he was looking straight up at the ceiling, gnats flying in and out of his mouth. I said, "Man, you're not, that's ignorant, man. He's in there dead, man. Why would you let him lay in there on the floor dead like that?" I mean, it's just, it helps your time go by. But
You were in prison?
yeah, I was in prison for DUIs.
What'd you learn from that?
I learned that
That's rough right there, man. That is all kinds of darkness. Somebody didn't want to deal with no police. Afraid they might go to jail. It's got him, man.
I lost a lot of time with my mother. You know, when I got my mom, I was spending about 6 months with her. But I thank God I didn't.
I don't know
have
about none of that
nobody,
right there, man. That's dirty right there. I mean, that's to know somebody's. I didn't even hear the full story, but from what I took of it, he went to somebody's house and he was asking about this guy, and it was when he went in to look at him, it was obvious that the guy had been dead long enough that whoever had been in the house would know that he was dead, right? I mean, if you got gnats, you at least a day, right? I'm thinking.
But it's just, it all wasted a lot of my life, you know, being caged like a dog. Every guy saying that the truth will set you free. It don't.
That is
It costs
rough.
me a lot of time.
Of all the people I talked to so far, none was a coal miner, but all talked about coal. And everyone said I needed to see La Citadelle, a resort that drew coal executives from around the world until the 1990s to understand Hazard's plight.
You told us to check out the Citadel, which is an old, massive luxury hotel, now abandoned, on top of a mountain here. And I think I found it by looking at the Google Earth view of here. You can't find it on Google Maps. You can't find that address. Now, this building is a perfect testament to what Hazard once was and what it is now. Now, this was never a rich area. However, relatively, when the coal was booming, this place attracted huge, wealthy business people. Breakfast would cost up to $250 per person. And they had a view of the beautiful mountains around there. Today, it is dead empty, abandoned.
Now, while I heard a lot of pessimism driving around and speaking to people, I also heard a lot of optimism.
You know, they help anybody they can. You know, you can go down to Rebound Center where I go, we have our meetings and stuff. I mean, they got so many sober living homes now.
So sad. Just that. I mean, it doesn't discriminate, right? Color, age, geographical location. Intelligence, IQ, employer, employee, occupation. I could go on and on. You want me to? Okay, they're telling me to wrap it up.
For people that's been on drugs, you know, like me, and been recovering addicts, you know what I'm talking about? And it's just, town's got wonderful. And in Hazard anymore, they've always got something going on down there, giveaway.
I don't know if I ever told you about this, but me and Pit Stop went down to, this is back, of course, for they shut the Booby Bungalow down, right? Not the Booby Bungalow. What was it? Oh yeah, the Booby Trap. I was thinking north. Down there at the Booby Trap, and he begged me not to eat. He said, Mike, whatever you do, don't get when we go in here to Wesley's Booby Trap, whatever you do, don't get the ice cream sandwich. And I got in there, man, that ice cream sandwich looked so damn good. And he seen me looking at it. He said, Mike, please don't get that ice cream sandwich. And I ended up getting it.
And I work Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay.
Long story short, I got it.
I've been working there 2 years since I come clean.
All right. That's great. 2 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
You'd look at it differently if you're not from here. It's kind of like a small little town. Everybody knows everybody, but we got a lot of small businesses like in town now. Like we ain't got like big organizations from like other places coming in here, like Chick-fil-A or nothing like that. But we got like a lot of little thrift shops and stuff that everybody's supporting supporting the community really well. So.
We see people that move in here, and it's not that they're chasing jobs. In the past, we saw people go to Ohio for employment, the Rust Belt, they've gone to the Carolinas. People are moving in here now that already have tech jobs or a job that's portable. And so they come here because...
Oh, her and her younger was on the road.
Congratulations on that.
You'd look at it differently if you're not from here. It's kind of like a small little town. Everybody knows everybody, but we got a lot of small businesses like in town now. Like we ain't got like big organizations from like other places coming in here, like Chick-fil-A or nothing like that. But we got like a lot of.
I remember when them came out right there.
Everybody's supporting supporting the community really well. So.
We see people that move in here, and it's not that they're chasing jobs. In the past, we saw people go to Ohio for employment, the Rust Belt, they've gone to the Carolinas. People are moving in here now that already have tech jobs or a job that's portable. And so they come here because they do. They want to stand out in their yard like we're doing today. I've been playing my kids.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta sign a waiver consent form to get penicillin and penicillin, both of them. And on Thursday nights, they'll just give it to you without even asking. Don't go on there on Thursdays. I wouldn't go on there any night of the week, but especially Thursdays. If you know, you know. Imodium, I guess Miss Vicky. Oh, she's talking about somebody else. I thought she was talking about. They did have a dancer down there for a little while named Imodium.
All day and not have to constantly be in fear. I think there's a lot of hope for us rural areas.
After talking to over a dozen people, I hadn't met a single coal miner. And on my way out of town, I'd almost given up. But then I spotted a car show in a Walmart parking lot near the highway. I pulled over.
Sir, is this your car? Your car? And you were making a YouTube video. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Hold on, Daniel. He knows more than I do.
Like that's supposed to relax him. Like if everything's okay, I'm making a YouTube. This is for YouTube. That used to mean it doesn't mean anything now. Freaking everybody's making YouTube videos.
What are we looking at?
You guys can relax. I'm making a YouTube video.
Here.
It's 85 Grand Prix. I bought 10,000 miles for her about 30 years ago.
I mean, Kentucky's famous for cars. Why do you think Kentucky has such a strong car culture?
I don't know. It's just old bus mechanics like myself.
You're a mechanic?
Oh, all my life. Worked the coal mines underground. I'm a mechanic then. I'm a mechanic on cars all my life. Coal business.
I grew up with her.
You know, in 1980, I was making $150 a day. In 1980.
About.
And,
as a mechanic in the coal mines?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I worked in the last 2 years I worked in 20-inch coal.
She had a move called the bellyache.
That's probably okay.
You had to crawl. And you couldn't get up, you couldn't walk, you couldn't crawl, you couldn't do anything. You just scoot yourself around.
Was that scary?
No. I enjoyed it.
So you're making $150 a day back in 1980s.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great money.
At that time, it was.
Right through your pockets.
And that's where the money was at. You know, kids back then, you get a job working anywhere, $1.50, $2 an hour, maybe $3 an hour. I couldn't deal with that. Again,
You got me a couple times.
And I went to a coal operator and I told him, I said, I mean, John, I said, I can do this, this, this. And He said, well, if you can do this, he said, I'll pay you this. I think my first job at the coal mine was like $12, $15 an hour back in the 70s. But
Well, even now, we've been talking to people around here. A lot of people say that since the coal left, there's not many jobs, and the jobs that you do find are often minimum wage, which is only $7.25 an hour.
yeah, they're cheap jobs. I don't see how the kids today's going to make it not living in a place like this, so there's nothing here though. I told my kids when they got out of college, I said, move, take your education and sell it.
Like I said, don't go on Thursdays. And don't eat the ice cream sandwich. Don't even order it. Most certainly don't eat it, but don't even order it.
It makes the most money. So my son went to California, of course. He makes a ton of money.
Yeah.
But
what industry is he in California?
he works for Google as engineer.
This man had spent his
Kenny, I'm starting to think you've been down there and didn't tell us, man.
life working in the mines as a mechanic, and he made something clear. The people here aren't attached to coal. They're attached to family and doing what's best for them. That makes Hazard's hardship all the harder. Whether it's a son moving to California,
I don't see how the kids today's going to make it by not living in a place like this.
a daughter going to the Marines,
That's me.
All right, you just signed your papers. You're going into the Marines.
Yes.
How old are you?
17.
or a man letting down his mother.
I learned that I lost a lot of time with my mother. You know, when I got my mom, I spent about 6 months with her. I thank God I didn't hurt nobody, you know, but it wasted a lot of my life, you know, being caged like a dog.
Thank you for watching this video. If you
yeah, man, I feel that way too. Wasted a lot of life. I wouldn't trust her, period. Anything. Just don't trust her at all. And again, we said don't go on Thursdays. I wouldn't go any day of the week. There's a reason why they shut it down, but especially on Thursdays.
you enjoyed it, please subscribe. Our channel, Roka News, is dedicated to covering stories the media ignores or spins. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
I'm gonna search for something. Let me see what I can search for. Oh man. Oh man. Damn it. I would have to cut that part out. Woodshop Films. Shout out to Woodshop Films.
Jack, much is being written and said these days about the conservation of our dwindling natural resources. We've long been a wasteful, profligate nation in the use of these natural resources. We are just beginning to realize that if we are to progress with our present rate of expansion, if we are to keep pace with the nation's growth and
I can't do that. I've tried to watch them right there. I've tried to listen to them and go to sleep too, man. I can't even. Dude, they've been making, that was the first video on YouTube ever, wasn't it? Somebody made a video about that place in Pennsylvania. It'll burn for 300,000 years in 90 days. Inside Trump land. Did we watch that Oxycontin Express? It's an old Vice video. Did we watch this? I have family up here with me. Actually, I don't want to watch this right here. That's what we watched right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a rough one. Damn it. Keep showing my. That's recommendations. They're recommending. I didn't even search for that stuff. I didn't even search for that stuff, man. They recommended that stuff, man. These channels are being recommended. I didn't search for them. I'm not going to scroll down any further. I don't want to see any more recommendations. And I don't want everybody saying, oh, that's your search history. No, that's recommendations. Somebody's going to make a video probably now. How long have I been on here? An hour and 26. Starting to lose my toes. New sinkhole forms in Oakland. There's always a sinkhole down there in Florida. I think they stopped reporting on them. Give me a recommendation. What are we watching? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. I looked up Chop to invite him earlier. I sent him the link and I had to look him up. That's why that was on there. And I looked up Triple T to make sure he wasn't live. What are we watching? I don't think we can watch that on here. I think at a certain point, whenever somebody gets as rich as some of these people are, that you kind of just have to stop trusting whatever they say, right? Is that a rule of thumb? Food for thought? If you was thinking and you was hungry, something you could listen to and you would no longer be hungry? Food for thought? Forgotten Metropolis. Okay, I didn't know that.
Hillbillies, inbreds, drugs, poverty. Appalachia is the media's favorite punching bag. But is any of that real? To find out, we went deep into the mountains of Georgia.
You can't run us out. You can't stomp us out.
Our destination was Rabun County, where Deliverance, the movie that made Appalachia the villain, was shot. Deliverance's story of Appalachian inbreds terrorizing a group of city folk has shaped America's perception of the region for decades. We wanted to know what was truth and what was fiction.
A lot of the locals do not like the movie just because of the way it portrayed us.
I gotta pause for just a second. I'm not going. Never mind.
The trip started in Atlanta. Progressive, modern, urban. But just a couple of hours north, things looked completely different. The city, gone. Replaced by the country and the hills. We were headed as deep into the mountains as we could go. On the way there, though, we stopped to talk to people about the area.
Are hillbillies still a thing?
My neighbors would consider hillbillies, I guess, because they backwoods country and ain't got no sense.
The first thing we learned was that this was a deeply conservative region.
When somebody starts talking about this transgender junk and killing babies and all this kind of stuff, there ain't no way I'd vote for him.
The people here are quick to remind you, Appalachia isn't just the country. It's something else entirely, a different culture, a different pace, a different history. Yet, like the country, Appalachia loves Donald Trump, its Bibles, and its barbecue. Our destination was in the mountains, but we stopped on the way to hear stories like Christians, a Marine Corps veteran turned beekeeper who waved us down on the roadside.
Pit Stop was telling me about one. I've got I've got the network, or it's I can't remember what it was on, but it's a paid. I've got it, but I've never watched anything on TV other than if it's with the game with the old man. That's the only time I watch. But I think that I need to get something in order for next time it does snow like this.
I had to ask if we needed help. That's Appalachia, a place where strangers don't stay strangers for long.
Where are you from? My grandma literally lived like right where that light pole is. If you turn right there. So what's the deal around here? I mean, what's it like?
I mean, crap, there's not a whole lot to do unless you're into nature. The difference between like hillbillies and rednecks. Redneck is going to be like your dipper, probably a loud gay truck. The real hillbilly, like a real bad one, I mean, those are the rebel flag, racist usually. They'll fight for tooth and nail and say that's not what that flag means.
Still see that around?
Dude, they have a store next to Walmart. It's literally a rebel store.
Where's that? You don't want to go? Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
Yeah, that's some good shit. You'll be like, oh. I mean, there's going to be, yeah, they're still fighting the good fight. They think the South will rise again or something, dude. I don't know.
Forget the Confederacy. Tradition is alive here in many ways. Many towns have markets like this where people from the mountains come to trade stories, sell what they've made, and share a little of what they know. This and other traditions remain more intact in Appalachia than just about anywhere else in the country.
I was raised in the Tennessee mountains, and when I moved up here, my wife's parents, they lived up here.
Where you were raised, were there paved roads, electricity?
No. I thought we were rich because we had a 2-seater outhouse. Past Atlanta, then you're in the South. But up here, no.
How's it different?
The people, their attitudes and stuff, and you can tell by the way they actually act. Like you get down into Atlanta, everybody thinks their shit doesn't stink, you know. And me, I don't care. I've had people in Atlanta try to hijack me on my other truck, and I carry a 45 right on my damn seat. One black guy came up and said, "Get out of the truck, we're taking it." And I just took my pistol, stuck it up the window. I said, "Well, which one of you down? Who's one to die first? Because I'll leave your ass laying in the road driveway. I'll go home, smash the barrel on the gun, put a brand new barrel in, and they can't tie me to shit."
You carry right now?
Called to I called just to see if I could get and if you've had the same plan for a few years and you're getting offers from other cable companies, I would recommend doing this too. Just call them up and be polite and ask whoever. Hopefully you get a little lucky, and just ask them if there's any way you can lower your bill while keeping your same service. And if you get lucky and you're polite and treats people with respect and don't be in a hurry, do it when you got some time, you might be able to save a couple $100. And that's what happened to me. This girl, and she hooked me up with 2 years of that stuff, Paramount Plus, all kinds of shit. But I think I might be afraid to get
If you're still
too invested in something
watching and don't trust corporate media to share the reality of the country, hit that
and I ain't got a TV
subscribe button. I
got a damn overhead projector.
A lot more videos coming from the forgotten corners of America and the world, beginning with Appalachia and then the Rust Belt. There may be no scene more associated with Appalachia than this. Billy was 15 when he played the Banjo Boy, but when Hollywood left, Billy stayed. And when Deliverance was nominated for Best Picture, Billy ended up spending years working at a Walmart, unable to afford his medical bills. He still lives nearby, and his relatives run this diner.
Billy's story was Billy didn't get any money from it, or got very little money.
He got very little money, yes. I mean, they portrayed us pretty badly in the movie. I mean, I'm not going to lie. A lot of the locals do not like the movie just because of the way it portrayed us. So
we learned where that banjo scene was shot and went to take a look. In 1972, it was a dirt road and wood shack.
So you saw the video, dirt road, hillbilly playing the banjo and everything. This is it right now. Obviously a lot different. Now that being said though, this is still a remote and rugged area. We'll take a walk over here where there's some houses that kind of capture that. There's like a dozen dogs just came running off this property over there, and there's something going on. We're gonna go take a look.
Oh yeah, you know you out there in the country, man. Whenever you got stray dogs that are semi organized.
There's another one, dude. How many dogs do they have? Another. Oh my. Oh.
A house up, we met this girl.
What's up? Hey. What do you guys got?
12.
12? Wow.
Yeah, we got more up at the house.
She told us that if we really wanted to understand Appalachia, we needed to go deeper. But she warned us, be careful. Moments before we had talked,
Only 3 of them dogs got a name.
Talked to her, her neighbor came down with a gun and had threatened to shoot all of her dogs.
There's some crazy people on this road, just letting y'all know.
Are there?
Don't trust him. He just threatened to shoot my dogs because his dogs ran after my dogs.
Most people around here have guns?
He had one in his hand just a couple minutes ago.
The guy that came running down here yelling.
Yeah, I was yelling at him back because he threatened to shoot my dogs, which he's already shot one of my dogs. This one, he shot it with something, and it was right beside her heart.
You shot that little dog right there?
Yeah, this
What
one.
the?
And she's my baby, for sure. And we've had problems with him. He's stolen stuff from us before. My dad doesn't like him. My dad wants him off this mountain, but there's a tin out there. When the cops come up here, he'll go out there and stay for a couple days. And there's guns up in there because I walked up there one time.
What's it like around here now?
Full of druggy people, for sure. Everyone that lives on this road is druggy people.
What kind of drugs?
Mainly fentanyl.
Really?
A guy just died from fentanyl. Banner, come here. Good boy.
So we got back in the car and we started driving deeper into the mountains in search of the mythical hillbilly. After a few hours of driving through the remote beauty of Georgian Appalachia, we spotted this man, Don, off a gravel road. We were in the middle of nowhere, deep in the mountains. If anyone was a hillbilly, he would be it.
We can all our food. We grow our food in our garden. My wife cans it. We're true blue-blooded Americans. What would happen?
That man right there, he knows how to cook a possum. YouTube has everything. They've been sending me some offers. Marlon Johnny in a couple years. Hope y'all didn't hear that. That was an unintended burp. I wouldn't say it wasn't even a burp. It just had a little bit of extra area that rolled up. Oh yeah, we stole electricity for about 7 years one time. That was first time my dad went to prison.
If all the whites and all the blacks got along great all the time, what would it be?
Yeah, it's beautiful up here.
Hey, y'all out of Atlanta? A little turd.
How long you live around here?
35 years. When I come here, it was a dirt road. I wanted land. I was a trucker.
You need a place to store your trucks.
Well, that and working on it. I got a big shop and everything. 5 I keep up.
What's your favorite?
That there's my baby, but the one I drive the best. You want to see my favorite?
Absolutely.
Ranger.
Thank you.
So this is my little pride and joy, right? This is a 1941 military Cadillac.
Oh, wow.
95% rust free. Open the door and look in there.
Wow.
You really appreciate that Chihuahua, at least half Chihuahua in the background that will not shut up. You really appreciate that right there. And they don't even say anything because they're used to it. Oh, y'all don't mind Pee-wee. Y'all don't mind fucking Chachi. Y'all don't mind Taco. y'all don't mind Taco. He always barks. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kick Taco. No, I didn't mean to break his rib cage. I didn't mean to break Nacho's rib cage.
2000, I say, or before this little before they paved the roads.
You have electricity out here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to break little Enchila's neck. I didn't mean to break Chalupa's neck.
But I got a generator too.
Okay.
We country folks survive.
City folk know that city folk don't know.
Well, nature. People in the city have no idea about this. This is nature.
Oh, I didn't mean to stomp on little taco truck multiple times.
I mean, just like the Indians, this is all Cherokee land. All of this is Cherokee. You can dig up Cherokee stuff all over here. Arrows, everything. This was all Cherokee land at one time until the whites took it.
Yeah.
The whites did a very bad injustice.
The white on your lip.
I mean, I'm a white person, but the government did a very bad injustice to the Indian. We can our food. We can all our food. We grow our food in our garden. My wife.
Shout out to if you know, you know, all about the Benjamins. Mike Epps.
Wife cans it. She's an old country girl from Franklin, North Carolina, 20 miles up the road. You know, and
that's something else you don't see much anymore either. Is telling where your girlfriend's from or where your wife's from. That's something I used to hear all the time when I was real little. Oh yeah, his wife's from damn New Johnsonville. She was raised Catholic, but she's Protestant now, and she works down there at the plant. She works down there at the plant factory with Adam Calhoun.
The mountain people are totally different. I know some people call them hillbillies, but they're not hillbillies. I mean, hillbillies live further away up in the woods, but don't get around nobody. The mountain people, they know you. They do anything for you. I got great neighbors. I mean, it ain't the almighty dog.
And hillbilly was a derogatory term during the tobacco wars. The Great Kentucky Tobacco Wars of 1819. I don't think that's when it was.
It's being neighborly.
That's something that's pretty interesting. Y'all get a chance to look at the Midnight Riders. This is when they
you know what I mean?
Somebody came in and bought up all the tobacco companies. Probably damn JBL or J.O. Morris or whatever his name is, Philip Morris.
Neighborly. We all try to help each other. We all try to look out for each other. You know, I mean, we look out for the rich people over here.
So what's a hillbilly compared to a mountain person?
They usually just stay to their family. You know what I mean? They don't go in town much and stuff, you know. But, you know, I mean, they're good people. I've met, so I knew one that lived down the road before I even moved here when my sister lived there. He used to get a jug of moonshine, and when he got in trouble with his wife, he'd get on the moonshine, the jug of moonshine, get on his mule and a sleeping bag and his shotgun. He'd go up in the hills. He'd go in the hills for a week.
Oh yeah, you know that's a tall tale. Whenever somebody walks off like that right there, that's a tall tale, man.
Get on the moonshine, the jug of moonshine, get on his mule and a sleeping bag and his shotgun. He'd go up in the hills. He'd go in the hills for a week. Sound trouble. Me, shotgun. He'd go up in the hills. He'd go in the hills for a week. Sound trouble. Me, I'm a history buff. I love history.
And this, he turned around and walked off like that, and immediately stopped and started talking again. Guarantee you, this is like every one of my dad's uncles right here, man.
One day,
this guy's a professional bullshitter, and the guy that he's that's interviewing is eating every last bit of it up, man. He believes everything this guy's telling him.
Be history.
Well, I got a question about history.
Yeah.
So I know you got this flag on the front of your car here. What does that mean? What does that mean to you? What's that?
We're Southern heritage. It's our heritage. It's not racism. You know, everybody says, "Oh, you see a rebel flag." That's racism. You know, everybody says, "Oh, you see a rebel flag." That's racism. Heritage. It's our heritage. It's not racism. You know,
it's not chocolate covered raisins.
everybody says, "Oh, you see a rebel flag? That's racism." Everybody says, "Oh, it's our heritage." It's not racism.
That's not Del Monte raisins.
You know, everybody says, "Oh, you see a rebel flag? That's racism." You want to see what I got on the back of it?
Yeah,
come on the back of it. Just because we're rebels, I mean, you know, there's American flag. You know what I mean?
What do you say?
It looks like breaking Taco's rib cage with my steel toe boot wasn't enough because Taco's back out there running his mouth again. Oh, I didn't mean to punt Chachi off the little cliff right over there. Thought he was trying to bite me, and I accidentally kicked him off that little cliff over there. That's really a really tall cliff that you got. And I don't think that he made it.
You know, having the rebel flag there, it's against the country. It's against the
No, it
US.
isn't.
They lost.
We're Americans too, but it's our heritage. You know, I was born in Chicago, so I'm basically a Yankee. Okay, I was born Yankee.
You got 6 weeks of Yankee, and then
so I got 6 weeks of Yankee, and I was in Florida all my life.
Yeah.
Until 17 when I joined the military. You know, we serve our country, and just because someone has a rebel flag, that ain't racism. I mean, I'd help anybody. I'd give you my whole shirt off my back if I need to. What would happen if all the whites and all...
I'd give you the shirt off my back if you buy it. I'll give you the shirt off my back if you give me a new one.
All the blacks got along great all the time. What would it be? It'd be harmony, right? But see, a lot of people push it back and forth. And I say the politicians do that. What's wrong with this country? Push it back and forth. And I say the politicians, a lot of people push it back and forth.
But is that like an old way of displaying pushing back and forth?
And I say, see, a lot of people push it back and forth. And I say the politicians do that. What's wrong with this country is they turn their face on God. And if you turn your face on God, he'll turn your face on you. I don't know you from Adam's house, cat. I don't even know your name. But I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because I'm American and I believe in God.
Because you're making a YouTube video.
you say you got a whole garden up here that you grow everything in?
Yeah. You want to look at it?
Can we?
Shit, yeah. Let me go bother me.
Thank you, Tom.
Chickens, man. So we have our chickens. This is my worm bed for fishing. We grow our own worms. This is all our garden area.
Telephone poles?
I grow our own worms. This is all our garden area.
Telephone poles?
I put them all together, put them in the ground. They're in the ground 4 feet.
How many dogs you got? 6. So what are you growing here?
We grow everything. The raspberries. Look at the raspberries. These are wild raspberries out of the mountains. My wife and I went all around the mountains picking them up wild. They get big.
I got a hard time believing this guy eats any raspberries. Or maybe he's eating too many. He's probably eating too much raspberry jam is what it is.
We grow potatoes, tomatoes, carrots. You just pull carrots out, made homemade potato soup the other day.
Wow.
We till the garden and everything.
I'm just saying he's a healthy fella. Hopefully he doesn't have any health problems. Very healthy fella. And that right there is a sign that his wife knows how to cook right there, man. See a man like that right there. He's getting around pretty good for his size.
Chicken fertilizer, the chicken poop, put it in the garden. There's worms in there 6
That's what they call a big old boy.
inches long, buddy. They're like snakes, night crawlers and stuff. Look at that potato growing. That's a potato we threw in there growing.
What the?
No, that's cabbage. That's cabbage. This is a Harley shit. This is
Did
my
he stick
Harley
that
shit.
in
This
his
is my
pocket?
Harley shit. Tons of fish.
Did he just stick that in his pocket to save for later? Is that what he said when he was sticking it in his pocket?
Poles, anything. People
You got everything you need.
You got too much. It's that cool when it's 100 degrees.
I mean,
Oh, I guess little refried bean survived the cliff fall. Oops. I kicked him off it again. Oops, I hit him with my car.
Like crisp.
Yeah, look how clear the water. 478 feet deep. Never find.
Bless their editor, man. No telling how much he had to, how much video he had to listen to. He or she. And most of it had down El Camino in the background barking. Had a Yoquito in the background barking. And that's just one dog.
No better water. My wife lived up here all her life. She said never seen no better water. My father was born in 1903. I was born in 1959. He was 56 years old. And I asked him, when he was 80 years old, I asked him, I said, Dad, I says, you was born in 103. I said, you've seen from horse and buggy, the automobile, the planes, the rockets. I said, what do you think? He says, son, he said, I was a kid yesterday. You flip your fingers. That's how fast your life goes by. I'm going to ask both of you what the answer of this is. What is the smallest thing in the world that makes the biggest difference? The smallest thing in the whole, it don't matter, whatever you think, the smallest thing. You tell me what you think, what the smallest thing in the world makes the biggest difference.
A handshake.
What about you?
I was thinking an air molecule
It's
keeps us alive.
No, sir. Attitude. Your attitude is my father was 80 years old. He died at 81.
Redneck difference.
Just, we're down to earth, but we stand our ground.
Do you consider yourself a redneck?
Yes, sir. I'm a redneck. I tell you, I got a redneck too, buddy. Okay? I'm a redneck, and just like the old song, country people survive. We got a 4-wheel drive and a shotgun. You can't run us out. You can't stomp us out. You ain't gonna stomp us
Tell
out.
him, bro.
We're true blue.
I don't know if he's listening to this. They didn't give old Hank any credit, man. Just like that old song, I don't think he named it.
Blooded Americans.
Didn't even say a country boy can't survive.
Born and raised here.
Don had seen the mountains.
I've never
change.
heard
When he
anybody,
arrived there was no one else. Now the house
part of
across
that
the
song
road from
and
them
not
is worth
name-
millions of
name
dollars. Similar developments
At
are
least we're
cropping up
thanking it.
elsewhere, and the city is encroaching.
The rich people moving in. Everybody from the cities are moving up here.
Yeah.
If you look around, you'll see where they're putting houses all over the mountains.
Is it changing it out here for you?
Oh yeah, well yeah. Our taxes went way up because of the mansions and everything. They done sold that place 1, 2. They just sold it 2 or 3 months ago. Over $8 million. Really? Yes, sir, right there. $8 million.
The Appalachia Don knows and loves is changing.
Taking us up to a river. I said, you're not going to believe this river. So he wants to show us that. We're following, it's a couple miles to get there.
This is where we come fishing. This is all national forest, all of it. This is unreal, ain't it? Look at this. Look how clear your water is. Drink this water. This rock comes off the rock. This is all full fish. But just to look at all this, look how clear that water is. That's the reason there's they won't let no industry in here, thank God. They don't want that water polluted like it is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
No chemicals. What do you see here that you?
I thought I was going to say something like that, but I thought maybe he was going religion.
Don't see all over the place. Trash.
Yeah.
You see them signs? There's signs all over the road. $1,000 fine. You throw shit out and you get caught and one of these people turn you in, you got a $1,000 ticket.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's just
no.
Already got my search history exposed. What I do at my private time. Already had that exposed tonight.
It's so natural.
Clean. This is the Simmons community I live in.
In my private time was exposed.
And us, the people, keep it clean. We actually have days that everybody gets out and picks trash up.
Don told us he may not be around to see what happens next. After hours of talking, he casually mentioned that he had cancer and wasn't sure how long he'll live.
65 years old and 385, I'm still moving, brother. I'm going to move. They're going to have to cut my fingers off to get me, brother. I'm going to hold on. You ever going to forget this place?
Never.
and never will.
Never. Can't thank you enough, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Really.
He was at peace with it, he said, because he'll give his land, his little piece of heaven, to his son and be laid to rest in the woods.
I'm passing everything down to my sibling. I mean, not my siblings, but my son. You know, and I told him, I said, if you ever sell a piece of land like this, you would never find it again.
Whether alive or dead, Don said, he will be in the mountains. Subscribe for the rest of our Appalachia series and our upcoming Rust Belt deep dive. Thank you for watching.
I'm gonna move. They're gonna have to cut my fingers off. We can our food out of Atlanta. A little turd.
How long you live around here?
35 years. Whites and all the blacks.
If anyone was a hillbilly, he would be it.
We can't all.
So we got back in the car and we started driving deeper into the mountains in search of the mythical hillbilly.
John, I was thinking maybe that was who had shot at that woman's dog, but it wasn't.
After a few hours of driving through the remote beauty of Georgian Appalachia, we spotted this man, Don, off a gravel road. We were in the middle of nowhere, deep in the...
Off a gravel road sounds like a country song to me. Off a gravel road. I want my cut. Never mind, kept the dog and added the bird. Yeah. Yeah, you get too deep off down in the woods, man, you'll find somebody with a damn raccoon for a cousin. He ain't missed a meal, I promise you that. Man says he gonna survive the winter. That's right, beautiful family, man. That's a beautiful soul right there. Said he was happy. He's okay with death. Man, he's a big old boy, man. Good to see him moving around like that. How long ago was this right here? Thought maybe they had an update. Shout out to that guy. How long have I been on here? 2 hours. Damn, it's 2 o'clock. Oh, all right. I think I'm gonna get up. Oh, that's what damn Taco said the second time I kicked him in his rib cage. I would search for something else, but I don't want y'all seeing my recommendations. Tomorrow's Monday. I believe I'm about over this cold weather. I can tell you that. Oh, I know what we can do. That's how it's time to make what I'm thinking. People ratting me out on my soft white underbelly. Excuse me. Okay, let me see what's going on right here. Eric Garrett breaks his silence. Oh, shit.
Scars like they're your creed. You said, well, Miss Carol, are you okay? Anything? Okay, so they
I guess it's the only place. Let's see, who's this? Aggressive Defiance Reacts. Okay, shout out to Aggressive Defiance Reacts. Not monetizing you, sir. Don't look at my search history. How do I get my search history down? My recommendation.
The Toddy one skip video are the problem. You guys don't know. He was on the page today, and I like it when I tell the truth about them. They think it's bullying and harassing. Yeah.
All righty. Shout out to that guy.
You're supposed to be getting a divorce too.
Oh,
Shout out to Lady K
Being
also
accused.
as well.
And after the work that he did, I feel sorry for
Thumbs
him.
up.
And I don't want
Appreciate you, Tom. But I can't say anything engagement. Okay, and
until then, it was because of her. And I knew who was feeding this.
that doesn't make any good common sense. You have to show the
That's probably on Facebook or something. All right. I can't, and I know they got to add commentary or whatnot. I just can't do that right now. We'll do it another time. Pow. I got to go in there and warm up, man. And Granny's called 2 more times, so that's 5 missed phone calls. When I say Granny, I'm talking about the healthcare center they got down the road where they're taking care of her. Somebody said the legal term was frostbite. Had frostbite on both of her legs, so they were able to save her fingers, her upper extremities, both of her ears, of course. What matters. Gonna have to cut that part out, Miss Vicky. I'm glad that's all it showed, man. If you scroll down a little bit further, Gotcha Man was on there too. He ate it all up. Let me see here. Actually, I'm not going to do that anymore. I've been on here 2 hours, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 and 2. Y'all remember who was that guy that did Love Connection? Was that Dick Clark? Chuck Clark. Chuck Daly. No. Chuck something. And when they'd go to commercial, hell, this tells you how long ago it was. They would have 2-minute commercials. And they would, and now a word from our sponsors. We'll be back in 2 and 2. We'll see what's on Love Connection. Y'all don't believe me, I'm going to show you. Then I got to get out of here. I got to go in there and warm up. Eat some chili.
This is Francie. She's divorced and ready for marriage again. Which one of these men did she choose? Which one will our audience choose? And this is Charles. He likes women with smooth skin, long legs, and loving eyes. We showed him videotapes of these 3 women, and he picked one as his date. Which one did he choose? Which one will our audience choose? Today on Love Connection, you'll find out who they picked, who the audience picks, and everything that happened on their dates. Now, here to tell us more about Love Connection is our host, Chuck Woolery.
Welcome to the show. You know, there are more than 60 million single adults in the United States. So here on Love Connection, we've got a new way for singles to meet.
Lower than I expected, really.
Find out who they picked, who the audience picks, and everything that happened on their dates. Now, here to tell us more about Love Connection is our host, Chuck Woolery.
Oh, come on. Chuck Woolery, that's the dude right there.
You know, there are more than 60 million single adults in the United States. So here on Love Connection, we've got a new way.
This is Sandy. Sandy's looking for her 7th husband. The last 6 died.
For singles to meet. Here's how it works. We've compiled a videotape library of hundreds of attractive and available single people. We select some of those singles and we show them 3 videotapes. After they've watched the tapes, they choose the one they're most attracted to and go out on a date. Then they come here and they tell us what happened on their date. So to begin, let's meet a woman.
I want to see the person that decides if they're attractive or not, because I'm not going to say anything. Y'all just look over here in this area right here.
Library of hundreds of attractive and available single people. We select some of those singles and we show them 3 videotapes. After they've watched the tapes, they choose the one they're most attracted to and go out on a date. Then they come here and they tell us what happened on their date. So to begin, let's meet a woman who selected a date from our video library. She's a native Californian.
Oh, this dude definitely did some essaying back. Nah, I ain't going to say that. That was a bad joke.
Most attracted to and go out on a date. Then they come here and they tell us what happened on their date.
Definitely made some comments to his coworkers that would get you fired today, that would get you a lawsuit today, that would ruin your career today.
So to begin, let's meet a woman
probably should
who
have left that
selected
last
a date
part
from
out.
our video library. She's a native Californian. She says she's irresponsible and loves to be in love. Please welcome Francie Wallace. Francie?
I'll say this right here, man. Francie?
Francie Wallace.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to change your name for sure if we do any dating. That's probably why you got divorced, because your name is Francie. Oh, Francie. No thanks. And that's a fake, obvious fake last name.
Francie? Well, what does it take for you to fall in love, Francie?
I need something really romantic. Someone that smokes and drinks cigarettes. And, I mean,
Smokes and drinks cigarettes, good.
And drinks cocktails and can lift me.
And can lift you?
Can lift me.
Now you're divorced, yes?
I'm divorced.
Francie, what went wrong?
One day he would want to be a movie star, and the next day he'd want to make Mortar, and the next day he'd want to be a producer and a meat man. And each week he'd see an ad, and that's what he wanted to be. It was like he didn't know how to go to work.
That's right. Well,
One day he would want to be a movie star, and the next day he'd want to make Mortar, and the next day he'd want to be a producer and a meat man. And each week he'd see an ad, and that's what he wanted to be. It was like he didn't know how to go to work.
That's right. Now that we know a little bit more about you, I'm going to say
Again, probably because your name's Francie.
something here. We're going to show you a portion of the tapes that Francie saw. Now, you pay attention, okay, because you're going to get to vote again.
Oh,
First,
yeah, it's
there
way
was
better
Martin.
when it goes
He was
terrible.
raised in Cleveland. He says he likes to chase women, and here's one reason that he's never been married.
I've had, I would say, 3 meaningful relationships. I think I've been in love once. My being in love was simultaneously beautiful and very frustrating.
Because she didn't like my hair. My hair looked like shit all the time. And so she'd always tell me to cut it, but she didn't know that it was fake.
It was with a married woman, and it lasted about 6 months. And finally, her husband beat me up, and they moved out of town.
And that's why my hair looks like this.
Next, there was Mark. He's from Los Angeles. He loves to spend time with his daughter, and he says he's not into the singles scene.
I don't think I've ever met somebody in a bar. Maybe once or twice. I don't think I am looking all that hard. I think I could look harder.
Yeah, this guy right here is spiked a few drinks in his day.
But I've been through periods when I looked very hard and didn't come away any better.
Okay, and finally, you watched Eric. Now, he was raised in New York City, likes to gamble. Sometimes he gets a little carried away, he says.
In a passionate moment, I actually swallowed a girl's earring. My cheek was against hers, and I was inhaling a little, and I swallowed an earring. And I mean, I didn't stop because I'm too well mannered for that. But I didn't see if that earring ever made it through.
Oh, shit. Okay. Before we find out who Francie chose as her date, let's see all three. Oh, shit. Okay.
I didn't see if that earring ever made it through.
Oh, shit. Okay.
My cheek was against
City, likes to gamble. Sometimes he gets a little carried away, he says.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to tell us that he likes to gamble. We can obviously tell this dude likes to gamble.
In a passionate
Magazine writer, obvious
City,
unemployment.
likes to gamble. Sometimes he gets a little carried away, he says.
In a passionate moment, I actually swallowed a girl's earring. My cheek was against hers, and I was inhaling a little, and I swallowed an earring in it.
She's trying to choke you, dude, because of you know what
I mean, I didn't stop because I'm too well mannered for that. But I didn't see if that earring ever made it through.
Oh, shit. Okay. Before we find out who Francie chose as her date, let's see all three of them again, okay? First, there was Marty. Now, he's 33. He's a musician. And then there's Mark. He's a 35-year-old attorney. And finally, Eric. He's a publisher. He's 34. And this is where you do it, audience. It's time to vote again. Now, who do you think is the best date for Francie? You're in the studio and at home, please make your choice.
Oh, no. I forgot about this right here. The people in the crowd voted too. You trusting these people?
Be on at home, please make your choice now. Okay, now right after this break, on at home, please make your choice now.
Them Tabitha down there.
Okay, now right after this break, we're going to find out who Francie selected
right here before he does
on her date. So you stay tuned, okay?
Oh, he didn't do it. What? It must have been the later years he did.
Okay,
All right, I got to
back.
see who she
Francie,
picked.
who did you select?
I selected Rick.
Okay. Now on Love Connections, we always hear both.
Rigged. That's obviously rigged, man. That is rigged. This guy is stealing women's jewelry. He's an ear pocket. That was a bad one. But like, pickpocket, pick ear, I guess I should have went with. I know that it would have been way better if I said pick ear.
Side of the date, okay? And Rick is backstage. And we're going to say hello to Rick Stuff. Hi, Rick.
Rick what?
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm going to talk to you in just a minute. I want to ask Francie something.
Oh, this is
Why
post.
did you pick Eric?
I picked him because he was the tallest and he sounded really funny. I loved the earring story. I thought I wore something really small.
I did too. Eric, what was your impression of her?
Interesting lady with an interesting idea for a date. I was intrigued.
Why don't you tell us about your date?
I
See how
thought I
interesting
had
it
such
was.
a creative idea.
Did you?
I rented a limousine.
Whoa!
And I called him up and I said, okay, I'll meet you in front of a bowling
Gold
alley in the
digger,
valley.
obviously.
And you're supposed to
It
wear
was a big deal to rent a limo back then. It was kind of like you was expecting it. You know what I mean? If somebody pulls up in a limo, everybody knew that in the 80s, man. You get a limo, take a girl out, it's on. This is what they used to say. People used to say it was on.
black tie.
Tuxedo.
And he said, all right. And on
I was
one
a
day-
sport.
Yeah, our date began at, I started stalking her about 4 hours earlier to see if she had a boyfriend, seeing if she was just doing this for the money. And I looked in her window the night before.
You're supposed to wear a black tie. Tuxedo. And he said, all right. And on
I
one
was a
day-
sport.
He was a sport. So we drove up to the, to the bowling alley where we were supposed to be.
Right, in your limo.
In my limo, and he didn't know about the limo.
Oh.
So we drive up, and I see my date standing at this porno bookstore.
Oh, dear.
In this beautiful tux and brown shoes. So I thought, oh no! I was like devastated.
Man, I used to have to go to a bookstore back in the day. This man was out there getting him a peek. I don't know what he
My
was doing.
date.
He may have been at getting him a little action figure for later on. They may not perform well in the bedroom and had to get a little jump starter.
Standing at this porno bookstore.
Oh, dear.
Beautiful tux and brown shoes. So I thought, oh no, I was like devastated.
Okay, so you get there. Now what happens next?
So then my limo driver opened the door and he said,
You rented the limo, okay? It's not your limo. It's your limo for about an hour and a half.
I told Rick that I was the person.
Yeah, can we get this to go? I only got the limo for an hour and a half.
And I think he opened the door and I said, champagne? You know, really branded.
Nice.
Champagne and little plastic glasses. Yeah, right. So he came into my limousine and we talked and, you know.
What did you have on now? You had a tuxedo. What'd you have on, Rick?
You know, the nicest part about her outfit was she had a hat with a veil on. It was very, it fit the scene. It was
Oh, no.
We drove to the beach.
Drove to the beach.
And
A hat with a veil on it? Like this is Dick Tracy? Come on, what are we doing, lady? I do need a hat with a veil for my soft white underbelly monkey attack victim, chimpanzee attack victim. Man, I think I'm just going to make sounds and do my own subtitles. Or, you know, Mark Leiter put in the subtitles. And then the monkey attacked me.
that was it.
What?
It was like, we just drove. And, oh, it was really neat. I had champagne and crackers and cheese. And so we kept giving cheese to the driver.
Wear this veil so nobody will see my face because the chimpanzee attack completely I'm mauled. It mauled me. And I don't want you to see it. And you don't even want to see it. That's why I wear this veil and talk this way. Of course, it'd be like, never mind.
The sandwiches, it was really adorable.
There's really three of us, actually. The driver was quite a nice
Oh, yeah,
guy.
this
I like
dude's
that.
definitely, yeah.
He was. Now, you have to remember, I'm in a long dress.
Yes.
So we're walking up a lighthouse in high heels and a long dress.
Yes.
And taking.
And that's where he spiked my drink. He hit me with a little bit of GHB. And then asked if I wanted a Quaalude.
Pictures with you. You were just so adorable.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was so unmemorable.
What time? Unmemorable?
Oh, no.
It wasn't good then.
Told you. Unmemorable GHB.
I don't know
What time?
memorable.
What time? Unmemorable? Oh, it wasn't good then.
We may give her some extra strength Xanax too. Could be that. Could be a couple things. Barbiturates.
What time of the day was this?
I met him at 8.
Hit her with that
But
cocktail.
At night.
Oh, at night.
But I only
That
had
owl.
limo
What's
for 2
what? Look at that over there.
Eight.
What's that over there?
8 to 10 was the day.
Takes longer to get warmed up.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but you're the guy who ate earrings off a woman's ears. What happened?
I wasn't hungry.
We went downtown Nashville and he spiked my drink.
8 to 10 was the day.
Takes longer to get warmed up.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but you're the guy who ate earrings off a woman's ears. What happened?
I wasn't
to
hungry.
you? You were hungry. So how did it really end?
I had a date at 10:30.
Oh, that's how it ended. I see. Okay, let's take a look and see the audience.
You had a date?
10:30.
So how did it really end?
I had a date at 10:30.
Oh, that's how it ended. I see.
Oh, she's an escort.
Marty, 56%.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, Marty, 56%. Okay, now here's the deal.
What are they?
All right, if you follow the audience's advice, we'll send you out on another
Something
date.
about brown
with
shoes.
Marty.
Oh,
You don't wanna do that?
No. He's too short, and he's just got weird ideas.
Well, listen, I want to thank you, Rick. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
being on the
My
show.
pleasure.
We have a nice gift for you.
She just went on there just to trash that dude, right? Damn. No, thank you. Like she set him up with that long ass story and then said he wasn't memorable.
Maybe we'll see you again.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. By the way, we have a nice gift for you.
Good.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Had another date at 10:30. My limo. Divorced, by the way.
The women.
Oh yeah, this guy right here. This dude definitely fucked on his day.
What do they do when they find out you're not? Obviously, some of them think you are in different places.
Obviously, yeah. People think I am, but the places I hang out aren't the places that Chris Christopherson hangs out.
Does it help?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, I can't listen to this guy. Is that the brawny guy?
Look, I tell you what, we're going to show.
Is that Jesse Keith Whitley Jr.?